And what a year it has been. Julius Laar is a political consultant and strategist. He worked on Obama's first campaign. Julius, wow, what a roller coaster ride we and the entire country have been on, really. That piece is a comprehensive review, some of the highs, the lows. One thing it didn't touch on, though, is the overturn in Trump's inner circle. I mean, when you look at these pictures, Flynn is gone, Spicer is gone, Priebus is gone. The list goes on. Do you expect this trend of sort of quick overturn through cabinet officials to continue?
I mean, if it continues at this rate and at this pace, there's almost nobody left if we just advance for another 6 months. So, again, this has been an incredible tumultuous year for Trump and for his team. I mean, we see Steve Bannon over there, and just in the last couple of weeks in the Fire and Fury book, there's been some very explicit things that Steve Bannon said about Trump. So a lot of infighting, a lot of palace intrigue, and Trump, of course, has to figure out how he gets his team together and pulling together in order to actually have more legislative accomplishments, because, frankly, this first year has been a lot of controversy, but very little to show for.
Let's talk about polling. Trump has low approval ratings. Depending on the week, it's generally around 40%. When you look ahead to the midterm elections, do you think Republicans should be concerned about their seats?
Right. So midterm elections are, of course, no general elections. I mean, turnout is entirely different, but I think if we just take the special elections that have been taking place throughout this year, the momentum and the excitement is on the Democratic side. So we've seen state elections and Senate elections in Alabama where Democrats have absolutely no business of winning. So a lot of people are showing up in those midterm elections, which might be an indicator that Democrats have the momentum in order to take back Congress when it comes to the November elections.
Do you think the Republicans would hold Trump to account if that happened, if they lost a significant number of seats in midterm elections? Or do you think they're determined to work together no matter what?
I mean, if we don't look too far ahead, but look back on this first year, Republicans have followed lockstep everything Trump has. So, I mean, you can say Trump has done some things that have at least been out of the ordinary, but Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, Republicans in Congress have not held him accountable. I mean, there has been absolutely no limits on Trump. They have pretty much done whatever he says. So I'm looking at Republicans to take more responsibility and actually be a check and balance also on Trump. But again, Republicans are pretty much in lockstep with Trump, and I don't see a change in the near future.
People didn't expect Trump to be elected. Generally, a lot of people didn't think he'd last the year. Can we expect him to last the term?
Well, I mean, after last year, I think a lot of us should get out of the prediction business and not look too far ahead. But I will say there's so many questions. The investigation of Mueller and the FBI, we don't see what's happening there yet, but that's probably going to come. Let's take the word of Steve Bannon, his former chief strategist, who gives him a 30% chance to finish out his term. So let's see where that is going.
30% is it's not nothing.
It's certainly not.
That's Julius Laar. He's a political strategist. Thanks for being with us on DW.